All right. I think I am live. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Conscious Evolution, everybody. My name is Alan Taylor. This is my first live stream. I'm super excited about it. What's up, Bravery? Thumbs up for AJ. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. So, the name of tonight's show is Full Moon Purging, Clearing. What are you purging? Let I wait for a couple people, see how many people we get in here. But yeah, it's been an interesting month for me. It's been an interesting 2 months for me, really. Yeah, I just want to get on here and talk about it. See if I can get some people on the stream to interact with me right now. This is so cool. It was so difficult for me to figure this out. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't do it from my phone, so I had to get on the computer to do it. Can you guys hear me good? See me good? Everything's good? Hello. Hello, hello. It's about divine times in the chat room. Clark, hey Clark. Sounds good. Thank you. Dustin, what's up, brother? Dustin in the wind. If you haven't if you don't know who that is, guys, go check out his YouTube channel. He's a pretty good dancer. Jennifer, hello, hello. Kelly Bell. I don't know if I've seen you before, Kelly. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. What's up? Looking sharp, brother. Thank you, man. I feel great. It's been um it's been interesting. I've lost a lot of weight this year. I mean, the past couple years I've been losing weight. 4 years ago, I was 265 pounds. That's wild. Oh, good, Kelly. Well, welcome to the page. We're happy to have you. Big purge this weekend, Clark. Yes, indeed. Big purge this last week, last month, this whole year for me, really. It just keeps getting more and more intense. Yes, I did change my diet. Thanks for asking, Dustin. I am on a keto diet. So I no longer ingest carbs or sugar, which really eliminates all the food that I used to eat. Oh man. I um I was watching a video, one of my older videos from around my birthday back in January. It was right after I did like a group distance session, and I was talking about it on my video. And I think Bonesy commented on that video this morning or last night, so it made me look at it, and I watched the video, and it took me back to that place, and I was like, it was just like 9 months ago. You know what I mean? Like that's wild what's happened in the last 9 months. But anyways, in this video, I sounded completely different, looked completely different, and I think I was around like 220 pounds at the time. I was kind of hovering around that weight for a long time, 210 to 220, and I couldn't get below that. Uh, I also ate like a pint of ice cream every night, so it's kind of hard to get below that weight when you don't change your diet at all. But I would say starting in April, when I flew to California and did the reconnection training, I really started changing my diet. Like up until that point, I was at like 200 pounds, 205 pounds. So I lost 10, 15, 20 pounds. And I kind of sat there for a while. And then it was, I forget when it was. It was the first time I went to Bonesy's. Those of you who have been following my channel know when I went there, went to Indiana. I think it was before the summer. It was between April and July. But I started doing this job where I was driving like a truck driver, a non CDL truck driver, which it didn't really work out. But I went to the training and took one trip, and anyways, I had to get a physical done from the Department of Transportation to get licensed and registered and all that, blah blah blah. And I I had the physical. I weighed like 185 pounds. I was so excited. That was the first time I had been below 200 pounds since I was like 26 years old. I'm 34 now, so almost 10 years. So the last 8 years, my weight prior to that was about 180 pounds. Was generally where I averaged out at. But anyways, so I am down. I went back to the doctor recently and had the scale. I got on the scale and I was 165 pounds. Wow. And when I like a month ago when I came down here, I think I was around 180, 175, and now I'm at 165 and I'm just like so excited. I literally haven't been in this good of shape, this good of health, this size since I was in high school. That's incredible. Super incredible. Let me check out what's going on in this chat. No, it's just a few months. I lost you. Go you. Thank you, Jennifer. 12. Nothing dancing. Just from thinking about dancing. Dude, like when I first started this weight loss, I just set the intention that I was going to lose 30 pounds. Like I just wanted to lose 30 pounds. And all I did was shift my diet. And I didn't shift my diet, I just shift like the portion size. I just stopped eating so much. And I lost 20 pounds in like 2 or 3 months. I believe heavily in setting intentions and just really going with that. I lost a ton of weight going gluten free. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Glad to see you go live. You look amazing, my friend. Thank you, Yuri. Hey, I haven't heard from you in a while, brother. I hope all is well. I think he's in the Philippines, so Philippines in the house tonight. Hey, you, Ellie Light. Hello, if I said that right, Ellie. That's someone else new too. I am loving you guys. Thank you for joining me here tonight. I'm super happy, super grateful. I feel super blessed that you guys are here with me spending your Sunday night in this full moon too. It's a little cloudy over here in the East Coast, but I was able to see the moon right before I started this live stream. I went outside and the clouds just parted for a second and I was able to see it, and I just sat there for a minute. But that's really what I wanted to talk about today. This purging that we're doing in this full moon, this healing work, this energy work. Everybody's going through it, whether you're like consciously trying to do it or not. You are, this thing still want to stay in my ear, so we're just going to let it go. You are doing some clearing work. You are purging, whether you are consciously trying to do it or not. These things are coming up in your reality and your consciousness to be reviewed, to show you what beliefs are no longer serving you, what thought patterns and just things, people, places, things that are no longer serving you in your life. These things are, they're coming up, and when you feel some kind of way about it, you got to honor those feelings. Don't suppress those feelings. That's what I used to do all the time. Schumann had a big yeah, yes it did. Yes it did. Schumann resonance that blows my mind. It used to be at like 7 hertz is was our typical operating range of this planet, and now it's sitting more at like 50, 60 hertz, which is like from what I hear, I don't know, I'm not scientifically versed in this matter, but it's more like a fifth dimensional resonant frequency for the Schumann resonance. That's powerful. Um, but yeah, I saw that too today, Clark. That huge spike in the Schumann resonance was pretty intense. That's probably why I was feeling really agitated. I think yesterday I was feeling like really frustrated, really irritated, really short tempered for no reason. Like just stupid shit pissed me off, and I was just like, yeah, like what is going on? But that gave me something to look at. Excuse me. Okay, so full moon is supposed to be orange. I was reading about it. Somebody said it was like a hunter's moon. It's supposed to be orange, but I didn't see that. Can anybody see the moon tonight? Is it clear where y'all at? And speaking of which, where are you guys at? I know where a few of you are, but not all of you. So lots of anger for no reason. Yeah, right? Feel it, acknowledge it, and let it go. Indeed, Clark. Indeed. That's what we're here for. That's what's coming up for me. And it's coming up for us to clear, to really feel that emotion and to let it move through you. And then you clear that out of your energy field. It's, that's what I was talking about before I got distracted with the Schumann resonance. It's, when these things come up, that's why they're coming up, for you to clear them out, because you're holding this energy, and you store it in your body, so that will manifest in a multitude of different ways. You can have, pains in your body, like a chronic pain, or you can have, your skin breakout, the rash, or a multitude of things. That's like a stored up energy that needs to be cleared out. And you can actually look, hey Travis, what's going on, brother? Happy to see you in the chat room. You can look up the places that or you can look up to, like, which place, like if your shoulder, your back, and like in Chinese medicine, I think they have like different emotions that are listed for each spot of the body and how we hold them, because like we have, I think it's like 80,000 energy centers, like chakras. Um, in our body, that we only really talk about the major seven chakras, but there's like everywhere in our body, and it's possible to store these emotions. So that's why these things are coming up, and then the full moon's really good energy to give it back to the universe, to give these things back, to feel through it and purge it and let it go. The full moon is like, it's kind of like a harvest, where it's like the planet is pulling the energies off the planet. The full moon is pulling the energies off the planet. Like these bad energies are, it's everything's neutral, good, bad, and different, whatever it is. But what we perceive as a bad energy, it's being pulled off the planet by this, full moon. It's like a, like they call it a harvest moon a lot of times too, that it's just, pulling this energy, and then it's like making way for the new light to come onto the planet. So this is all, and all the work that we're doing individually as light workers, or every one of you is a light worker. If you're doing any of this work, you're a light worker, and what you're doing is working for the collective. So it's like you're purging these things, you're clearing these energies, and you doing it individually is like uploading it to that 5D consciousness that is helping the planet. So the more we upload into that Christ consciousness, the more easy it is for the people that are awakening to tap into that and receive those downloads. It's really quite amazing. Been having problems with my hip. Just realized I haven't noticed it today. Good. Hope it's getting better, Dustin. Listen, my body has been a big blessing. Yes. Yes, it does. Super emotional these past few days, especially today. Yeah. The man, the energies are wild. I started getting affected 3 days prior. Like right now, I'm like super jacked. I'm like wide awake, and like I just really can't sit still. I'm like, you know what? Let's go live on YouTube. Um, but that's hey, what's up, I'm just gonna call you Matt because that's who you are. What's up, Matt? How you doing, brother? Glad to see you here. Oh, crazy energies, indeed. Keep losing my train of thought. This is fun. Tampa, Florida is perfectly clear out. Can't see the moon just yet from my viewpoint. Very good. Amanda Schertzer did a great video channeled from the Arcturians about it. We are clearing darkness. Indeed. Indeed, we are. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so happy you guys are like chatting. I really wanted to interact and talk to y'all tonight. I really appreciate that. My energy today was triggering my mama. I'm clearing in the poorest countries in the nation. Beast mode. Get some. Get you some, Travis. That's right. I mean, that's that's kind of like the job, just to transmute and to love what's coming up. And that's doing the work for the collective. I mean, how awesome is that? It's like a lot of people are like trying to find their purpose in life. Am I going to be a healer? Am I going to be psychic? Am I going to be a tarot reader? Am I going to change millions of people's lives with my words? Am I going to write a book? Am I whatever? Everyone's like searching for that one thing, but you just doing the things for you, clearing those energies that are no longer serving you, that is doing work for the collective. When I learned that, that was such a powerful message to me, man. It was like I was anxious and like running around, like, because I know I'm a healer, and I know that's my one of my purposes on this in this lifetime. But when I figured that out, it's like everything that I do internally is helping everybody. that was a powerful thing to just kind of quiet my mind and allowing me to just kind of sit with these feelings and sit with these emotions and go through them and knowing that me doing that work is also affecting everybody on the planet. So being here is a mission. That's right, Kimberly. Welcome, Kimberly. I don't know if I've seen you around these parts before either. Glad to have you. Watching just west of Seattle, almost dark. Oh wow, you're on the other side of the country. All right, all right, man. Mine's been going 1,000 miles an hour. Indeed, indeed. It's I spent a lot of time in my meditation today, and I meditated outside, which was nice. I had like a massive eagle fly like right at head level past me as soon as I kind of sit down and got settled in. It was really beautiful, but that was something I noticed that it was really hard for me to slow my mind down, to settle down, and because when I do the meditations, I work through the stuff I want to work through and deal with whatever's pressing, whatever's happening right now. I kind of tend to go into that first. You know what I mean? And then hold on. And then I go into just quieting my mind. And that can be a difficult task if you are not experienced in doing that, but that is the most profound experience for me in my meditation is if you can just shut your mind off completely, you can literally feel your body shift in vibration. Like almost immediately. When you can truly slow your mind down and not have any thoughts as to the best of your ability, you can really feel that shift. And I get lost. Like time stands still when I get to this point. It just goes. Just goes. I mean, I think I was meditating for like 45 minutes today and I thought I was there for 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. But I was there for a while. Point where my back and my ass were hurting from sitting on the park bench. And so, time just stands still when you get to that point. It's amazing. The less you think about, the higher your vibration goes because our minds are always going 1,000 miles an hour, and all over the place. All right, something happened here. Let me see. I had stuff come up. They must have said one of my keywords. All right, all good. I got to fix that. I had some stuff come up around racism. I set my intention in the last video to help everyone let go of racism. Good. Very good. Yeah, I've been checking out a lot of your videos recently, Dustin. It's some pretty cool stuff. I like where you do your dances at too. It's kind of out in nature and stuff. I like that, man. Keep up the good work. I like where you're at, man. I like your mission, your purpose. I like to sleep through full moons. I can stay in bed and oversleep. Sometimes that can be helpful to just allow the clearing without feeling. Dude, yeah, absolutely. Resting is key. You know, and we do a lot of clearing in our dream state too. I had some wild dreams last night, but resting is so important, and I tend to not rest, not sleep. I have like internal clock where I get up at 5 o'clock every morning. I'm just programmed that way, and I've been working on allowing myself to sleep in. So I still get up, and I get up and like drink a cup of coffee, and then I end up going back to sleep for a little bit. But yeah, definitely sleep. If you feel tired and you have the freedom to sleep and rest to chill out, just do it because your body is healing when you're doing that. You're going through those that purging, that clearing work while you're resting. I've been tired during the day, kind of absolute night kind of sucks. Yeah, man. Just keep at it, Travis. You'll get there. Genevieve, hello, hello, welcome. I haven't heard from you in a while. Hope all is well. I caught one of your videos yesterday. I think it was the one where your coffee talk or something. Getting triggered can be difficult for people around us. Yes, Getting triggered can be difficult for people around us. Being triggered, getting triggered from the people around us can be difficult for you and the other people around you. I mean, triggers are blessings in disguise. You know, you don't see it in the moment, but those things that are triggering you are giving you something to look at. It's like a homework assignment. When you get triggered, that's like your spiritual homework. You have something to do now. You know, you have something to look at. Don't, don't, don't place the blame externally to the person triggering you. That person's triggering you because something within you is tweaking a little bit. Any Dragon Ball fans? No, I'm not real familiar with Dragon Ball, Dustin. Go and Ultra Instinct. You know, I've been watching this show recently called The Runaways. I think it's on Hulu. But they have basically like aliens, but they're kind of like light beings. It's pretty cool. I have like 4 or 5 hour power naps throughout the day versus sleeping for an extended period of recent. So much info coming in. Yeah, man. You know, when we rest and allow that our bodies to just chill, we definitely allow that information to come in, or the information that came in to be processed. You know, the downloads that you get need to be processed, need to be integrated into your physical vessel, into you. And resting is a lot of time what is needed. Slept 10 hours last night. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't sleep past 8 hours. 8 hours, I cannot. I got to get up. Genevieve is my West Coast homie. Love you. Love you too, Genevieve. Kimberly, don't forget, if you sleep at a different time, your skills may be needed in another time zone. Not sure what you mean there. Oh, I see what you mean. So, like, if you sleep during the day, you're helping out in a different time zone in the etheric realm. I got you. Clever. I never thought of it that way. That's very interesting. I slept 12 hours Saturday night, 10 hours last. Damn, Clark, you get getting your sleep on, brother. Good job, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yes, great crowd tonight. I agree, Bravery. I agree. Love you guys, man. Thank you all for being here. This is a good turnout. It does make sense. Not all collective at the same time. Indeed. Indeed. That's really interesting. I never thought of it that way. I do get tired randomly during the day, and I literally have to fall out. Like, I just have to go to sleep. Like the other day, I just walked right away from a conversation, like mid conversation. I was like, I didn't even say anything. I felt so rude. It was kind of rude, but I just like walked away to, and I had to go lay down, and I was out like that, just instantly out. I slept for like an hour. It was just, man, I was tired. Spot on, Ken. Yes. Sleeping. Good vibes here. Thank you. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in the air. Got good vibrations. Almost like a low sugar feeling. Yeah, it is kind of like that. Even though I don't need sugar anymore, but I know what you mean when your insulin spikes, when your sugar spikes and falls. It's kind of like you just instant like gotta go to sleep right now. Very good vibes here. Thanks, Matt. Our tribe is here, indeed. Yeah, I sent Bonesy a text hoping he would join the chat room. I sent a couple people text messages, letting them know I was going live for the first time because I was super excited about it. But I sent it like 2 minutes before I went live. Bless you all. Yes, bless you, Kim. Bless you all. Bless everybody. Thank you all for being here. I'm so grateful that you all are here. So, what do y'all want to talk about, man? I was just going to talk about kind of what's going on with the full moon in my life at Star Brothers and Sisters, galactic homies. Yeah. So, you guys got any topics you want to hear me talk about? Hear my opinion on it? I was I was really hold on. Wish you all much love, peace. Oh, I guess Travis is leaving. Electromagnetic heart field sense is a legit sixth sense. Look into it. It's real. I use it all the time at my work. What do you do for work, Dustin? Are you talking about dancing? I'm seeing energy flashes in front of and back of you. Oh yeah. I if you're new to the channel, Kimberly, I'm an energy healer. So I have a intense energy field around me at all times. We all do. But I feel like and I I don't know. I feel it all the time, you know what I mean? It's like it's always here. It's always like we use our hands to just kind of channel the energy, but it comes through my entire body all the time. Like I can feel it. Like and I've noticed animals look at me different even like any animal, any critter outside, bugs, insects, everything is just different now. It's like more harmonious. It's very interesting. But yeah, it really triggers the camera a lot. And also, there's a lot of orbs that tend to fly around me, which I think is spirit. I just know things about my patients. I believe that. I got lightning stuff. You blow light bulbs in your house. I have electronic malfunctions around me frequently. Light bulbs flickering, things going out, computers glitching, weird things. Phones just not working at all or just like on overload because it's just like too much energy. Animals have been acting different in general, right? Yeah, yes they have. Yes they have. I think they're like really uneasy right now. And a lot of the insects and the trees even are energetically shifting along with us. We're all going through major shifts, but like nature and the planet and the animals, everything is shifting in energy. Yeah, I think we spent thousands of years in this old energy, this masculine dark energy. I'm not saying that masculine energy is dark. I'm just saying it was the masculine. We're in the divine feminine energy now. But we've been in the dark energy for so long and it's shifting into the light, and this shift is changing everything. So when I do like my meditations, I do a lot of grounding meditations, visualizations, and I visualize connecting to the planet, and I also visualize connecting around the planet. So I connect to the core and around, and I like bring a blanket of energy over the planet and bring it down onto the plants and animals, and to kind of help with this transition. Cindy, hello, hello. I've been suffering with rheumatoid arthritis, really badly for the last few months due to stress and anxiety. So I just started using CBD hemp oil. Yes, that stuff is awesome. Really hoping that it works. You already started work? Okay. Yeah, I use the cream for the pain I have in my neck, and it was like awesome. So intense. I told you I want to finish Starseed humans are whack. What? She's a star seed and humans are whack. I see. Let's not knock everybody here. They're doing the best they can with their level of consciousness right now, and that can be frustrating for a lot of us at times. So thank you. Makes sense. Total stranger. Yeah, dude. Have you noticed that total strangers, if you talk about your truth, like, if I talk about my channel, I have a YouTube channel. I usually just say it that way. And then they ask, well, what's your YouTube channel? I'm like, spiritual stuff, man. Like healing and I can just go into it from there. But you can see the reaction. It's like, you know, when I first started talking about it, people would be like, "Yeah, okay, cool," and like, not ask again or not. But now they're like more engaging. They're leaning in instead of leaning out. They're interested in hearing these things, and the things that they hear are making sense. They resonate with them, and that's just kind of showing you where our current level of consciousness is on the planet, like the collective consciousness. It really makes a big difference that all of us are uploading to this collective consciousness, and that is just raising the frequency of the planet. It's really powerful, and more people are waking up every day, and more and more people are talking their truth every day. So it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And trying to clean up my diet and routine now. My skin broke into rashes for 24 hours and short healing session. After our short healing session, I still have a lot of impurities that need to be cleared and released. Dude, that's cool, man. Yeah, we did a healing session several months ago, and yeah, you broke out in a rash for 24 hours. That's your body purging and getting rid of that stuff and things that are physically like no longer serving you or not healthy for you, not good for you. Your skin was releasing those, like the energy is pulling it out of your skin. That's awesome. I've heard of that. It's the first one of my clients that I've heard that from, but I've heard of that like rashes manifesting after the healing sessions, and all kinds of interesting things happen after these energy healing sessions. PC hard on themselves for not remembering things just takes them out of the now. Must have missed that previous comment. CBD helped my wife's legs. CBD is awesome. I am like really interested in possibly getting into that industry right meow because I'm fascinated by it. And it's all healing and that's what I do. So it's like adds another aspect that I want to learn as much as I can about it. And they got all kinds of cool stuff, man. They have foods, they have flour. It looks just like marijuana, looks just like it, smells like it, everything. It's wild. Jennifer, you tapped into multidimensional experiences. Multidimensional experiences are regular because we are multidimensional beings. Indeed. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica's holding it down in the chat room. All y'all are holding it down in the chat room, man. This is great. This is great conversation. I just heard her laughing. That's funny. Problem is that not sure how much to use in one day. Any suggestions? Hey, whatever works for you. Start little and work your way up from there. Share with us your favorite supplements, healing modalities, and lifestyle changes. Wow. All right. That's favorite supplements. You know, I'm on all kinds of supplements right now, and I'll tell you what my favorite thing is with this keto diet is the coffee. So we have this bulletproof coffee. That's what it's called, bulletproof coffee. You look it up, you'll see what it is. But basically, it's coffee. We don't use sugar, so we have a sativa sweetener, which is actually really good. When I first started doing it, I didn't like it at all. It left like a weird taste in my mouth, but I got like the wrong brand. So so we use that heavy whipping cream and butter and MCT oil, which is like a kind of coconut oil kind of thing, but it's really good for you with energy and brain health and everything. It's like really, it's really awesome, and then I that's my favorite part about it. It's like a 300 or 400 calorie coffee. But when you don't take in sugars, we're taking in high quality fats as much as possible, as much fat as you can, because that's what we're running off now. We're running off fat, we're running off ketones instead of sugar. So it's interesting. And also I don't I we only eat like once a day, usually one big meal a day and maybe some snacks here and there. um and it's really like I'm not hungry. I don't get hangry anymore. You know what I mean? Like I used to get really hungry and I used to have a really bad attitude if I didn't get to eat. And if you got in the way of me eating when I was that hungry, I would just like not be pleasant to you. I was that kind of hangry on a almost regular basis. You know, eating the carbs and the sugar as I was. And I have like a really bad sweet tooth. So like I went hard on the sugars, like real hard. I like coffee with my sugar. Healing modalities, the healing modality that I do the energy healing. Um, and that is called reconnective healing, is the healing modality that I use. That's the healing for, I mean, I believe it's all like universal energy. We all have the ability to access this energy field, and we all have the ability to channel this energy and to do this healing work. So, I like to think of it as a universal. It's not like Reiki, although I did have a Reiki session done to me on my travels when I was in Cincinnati. That was pretty cool. Um, and lifestyle changes. Everything about my life is changed. There's you following the channel. I moved out to California in July, and I wasn't there very long, and started driving back across the country. And this, all these experiences I've had, and it's like I can see it now from a higher perspective of where it was planned out. Like my higher self set this course, and the things that happened to get me there and to have these experiences. And then even after that, I saw it. I It's just amazing experiences that I've been having, and my lifestyle has. Oh, I lost where I was in the chat. Oh well, we'll go back. So my lifestyle is just like can't think of the word for it. basically like a drifter, nomad, gypsy now, just cruising around the country and doing whatever I can, whatever I want to do, wherever I want to go. It's been challenging financially a lot, but I trust in spirit so deeply that it's all worked out, and I've had amazing experiences. I've met amazing people. I've done amazing healing work across the country, and it's just, man, it's been super, super awesome. And I made it across the country by you guys, y'all donating to me. I wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise. Literally, I had $200, which would have got me like through Arizona. Like, that's it. Put this guy here. All right, there we go. So because of you guys, I was able to have these experiences, and that's just a powerful, powerful thing. I love you guys so much. So excited. Let me catch up on the chat here for a second. Very this I've been sober for a while. Yeah, sober is the way to be, man. I spent a lot of time in drug addiction, and I was a heroin addict for many years. Pills, opiates, oxycontin, heroin. I went hard on it for a long time. Okay, Jody, Reiki medium. Oh, is she there? Hey, how you doing, Jody? Brave is not down, down. Hey, Jody. Jody's popular in here. Now this counted 25 months without a drink. Good job, man. Yeah, alcohol's nasty, and there's a liquor store on every street corner. Yeah, weed is much safer than alcohol. I agree. I got my brother to stop drinking every day, like, I don't know, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. No, I'm not that old. Yeah, it was probably about 15 years ago. He got out of the military and he was drinking heavily all the time, and it was killing him. It was really killing him. His liver was failing. He was in bad shape, and I transitioned him into smoking because I smoked all the time back then. I smoked weed my whole life up until 3 years ago. I quit smoking weed. I quit drinking. Yep, CBD is super. Alcohol sucks. I'm not gonna say that one. Bulletproof coffee. Hold on. Who said that? Jody, bulletproof coffee is the bomb. Yes, it is. It is the shiznit. Oh, never thought till you said that. Oh, well, mom drinks her coffee straight out of the bullet jar thingy. Interesting. Yeah, there is a brand called Bulletproof Coffee. Mushrooms, anyone? Tired. I'm wanting to. Travis told me the other day that he's gonna start stepping down from his Suboxone and get off of there. So everybody keep their thoughts and prayers with Travis in the chat room here. He's gonna go through an amazing feat here in the near future, whenever he's ready. I know how that is. I've done it twice, and I have to do it again because I take Suboxone now. And I stepped down to a really small dose, but I still take it, and I'm not looking forward to coming off of it, but it's something that needs to happen. So I'm right there with you, Travis. So if you have any questions or want to talk to me about it, I'm here for you, brother. For sure, spiritual reasons sacred. I come to realize over the past couple of weeks just how much of a sense of humor my higher self has. Yeah, spirit does absolutely have a sense of humor, Matt. Thank you for sharing this. Briefly tell us how we connected healing awareness to our purpose or triggered synchronicities. I mean, hmm, how does the energy align us with our purpose? I don't know if it aligns you with your purpose. I think it aligns you more with your true self, and that in turn will align you with your purpose. I was aligned with my purpose with the healing before I really knew anything. I didn't know anything about any healing modalities. I didn't know anything. I never heard of Reiki. I didn't know any of that stuff. But when I had a vision, and that vision was just an image of me looking at my hands, and all my fingers were just lit up with balls of light. And then through synchronicities, I was led to different videos on YouTube, suggested videos of people talking about healing people with the light that's coming out of their hands. And then, I put the two together. I'm like, well, that's what I'm meant to do. And then the first time I tried it, the first time I started to feel the energies I had, I really felt it was like a major reaction, and it pulled my fingers. Like it was really intense. But I think the energy aligns us. It's like a DNA activation. When you have a session done, it's like a DNA activation. It's like restructuring your DNA. It's adding those what other like extra pairs. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I think most of you know what I'm talking about. Um it's like the DNA activation, which is like upgrading your consciousness or putting you in touch more so with your higher self, or more, that you realize that you're more in touch with your higher self, if that made any sense. But in turn with that, that will align you through, well, to closer to your life's purpose, through the synchronicities and through the messages that you get from spirit. At least that's how it worked for me. I don't know. I mean, everyone's going to have a slightly different variation of their story for their purpose and their interactions with spirit. Thank you for the good questions, Yuri. It's very very intellectual, intelligent person. I can tell that just by the emails. My dream house is a kind of like the one you're staying in. Yeah. Yeah, I love that little hobbit house, man. I want to make one myself. I want to get a group of people together and like make a little community of those houses. I think that would be so cool. I was at 15 beers a night for years after my pills got taken. Oh boy. That's yeah, man. I understand. Alcohol was really never my thing. I went through binges, like, when I would stop taking pills, or when I started taking Suboxone. I went through, like, some binge drinking months of my life. It wasn't for me. Alcohol is a super low frequency, I agree. Sometimes tell my higher self to talk louder, I can't hear very well. Yeah, and they will. They'll make it. I ask for the messages to be clear. Like, I don't want to like question. Is that what you mean by that? I want it clear, please. I got years on subs. Indeed. Chaz, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Yes. Thanks. Down to a quarter. Yeah, man. That's what's up. And thanks for the shout out. It really made me feel happy. You recognize my name. Of course, Cindy. You've commented a lot, man. Love you, girlfriend. Nikki W. You can do it, Travis. Nikki, that's a new name I'm not familiar with. Welcome, Nikki. I'm glad to see you here. Night Jazz. Yes, Travis. Bravery. All right, I'm caught up now. All right. You have much power, Travis. Yes, Travis. You got this, brother. Maybe we'll do it together. Using this full moon energy to release all that does not serve me. Make candles and crystals in the moonlight. That's awesome. Where are you at, Nikki? What part of the world are you tuning in from? Can't wait to reconnect with this heart-based people. Whole fam is very narc. Yeah, I understand that too. Thank you, empaths, for being you. You are welcome. We are all empaths, man. It's just kind of different degrees. You know what I mean? Different sensitivities. We are all empathic. We all read energy. We all pick up on everybody else's energy around us. And the more sensitive you are to that, the more interesting your experiences are with other people. Yes, you are already connected, Travis. I got a split. All right, Genevieve. It was good seeing you. Truly excellent vibes. Yes, indeed. I think Genevieve's in Canada, I believe. Nikki's in upstate New York. Cool. You're on the East Coast too. That's what's up. Can you see the moon out there? It's like super foggy here. I followed just for a while and caught you guys alive and drawn to your channel too. Well, thank you. Thank you. Much love. Much love. This is awesome, man. I'm really happy with this turnout tonight. Wow, I've been talking for 43 minutes. It was 43 minutes and 43 seconds when I looked at the clock. That's awesome. So I was gonna kind of talk about this full moon and how we're kind of, and I was gonna do a video of this morning, but it didn't work out. I will do it, and I did a video over the summer about toxic people in your spiritual awakening, and I think most of us that are on this ascension journey, especially now the ones that are waking up or have woken up in the last couple of years. It's like we all chose these families, these narcissists, or I don't want to name call or whatever. I don't want to go down that path. That they're here for a reason. They're serving a purpose in your life. But I think we choose these paths. We choose these difficult paths with the addictive personalities that were easily persuaded by drugs and alcohol. We use them to dull our senses, to dull our gifts, and we go through these abusive relationships because everything up until you're 7 or 8 years old is like that's what you're programmed with for life. All the relationships and all the things that have happened to you in your childhood. It's like our bodies are like energy processing centers. So when you're a child and something happens that stays with you. That doesn't leave you, and we're not given the tools and taught how to release that energy, to release that trauma or abuse. So we're all sitting with this trauma and abuse, and it's like this. All the light workers that I've met, all the people that I've met since I started my channel have had pretty bad pasts. With whether it be drugs or abuse or their families just flat out crazy you know but it's like we choose that we're choosing that hard path to accelerate our ascension, our awakening. It starts, we see all this heartache and this pain and this abuse, and it's pushing us towards the light. So we get enough of the shit, of the darkness, so to speak, and that gets old quick when you have it in such abundance that forces you to the light. It's like I would be willing to bet that almost every single one of us here listening tonight have had that experience in our life that where like you're just done. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know what's up or what's down. I don't know which way to go with my life. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what's true or what's not true. I know this feels kind of good and this sucks. It's like we all had that moment where it's just like, if there is anything, if there is a God, if there are angels, then just help, just help me. And it's funny because I did that. That's exactly where I was. I was in such a bad place that I was just like, I was done. I was completely done with everything. All the relationships in my life, I saw how superficial they were, how fake they were, and how everybody was just so manipulative. My whole life was been surrounded by people manipulating me, but on a level, I allowed the manipulation. Um, but it was just, I was surrounded by that, by narcissistic energy, and I had enough of it and I was done and I couldn't take it. And I just remember I'm like, if this spirit thing, if the spiritual stuff is real, then you have my permission to intervene with my life because I can't take it anymore. Like I'm done. Checking out. If shit doesn't change, you know what I mean? I was at a very low place. And I mean, this was like a year ago. A little, yeah, a little more than a year ago. Yeah, last summer, I believe it was. So I think we've all had that experience, but that's like we go through all this drama as like a quickening, as an accelerated ascension path. It's like pushes you to it quickly, and then you start waking up, and then you wake up, and we're awakening really quickly too. We're going through all the emotions, and we're learning and getting the proper tools to handle these emotions. We're never taught to deal with emotions in our childhood or in life in general. No one really teaches you that. And then when you learn how to process the emotions, to sit with the emotions, it's like it's such a weight off your shoulders. It's like it really oh man, it's so powerful. I just got like super chills when I was saying all that. I hide from the ones that shame us, so we try it. Yes, yes, we do use drugs. I got 144 for the first time a couple nights ago. I don't know what's going on there. Don't forget telepathy. I dislike saying, but you said And no, they only thought it at you. I'm lost. Clark's in Tennessee. Yeah, I remember that, man. Clark, Clark offered me a meal if I came through. Actually, I didn't even know where Tennessee was until I went to North Carolina and I drove to through Tennessee. I thought it was in a very different place. So, Clark, I forgot about that. Maybe shoot me an email. Let me know where you're at in Tennessee, and I'll look it up. Are you on the way to Asheville at all? Like, what I mean is from like Asheville to like Maryland for when I go back there, because I'm gonna have to go back there eventually. Yeah, I got 144 for the first time. Hide from the ones who shame us. Straight up denial about childhood till I sobered up. Oh yeah, man. We use drugs and alcohol to not deal with the pain, to not deal with the abuse. This is true. The time we should use our power. Yeah, dude, Nikki, we are super powerful beings. Super powerful. I think it's Dustin left. Have a great night, everyone. Bye, Dustin. Multiple awakenings. Yes, Jody, we have. I think once you awaken, we all have multiple awakenings. It's like we awaken to different levels. It's like spiritual initiations. Like the initiation just continues. It's like you'll never get to a point to where you know everything. If you're ever like complacent and you think you have it all figured out, then spirit will dump a whole new bag of tricks on you. Like you thought you knew it, but wait, there's more. You know, winter coming. I'm sure that's my cue to set out on my own. I won't allow cold weather to slow me. I've got to keep on moving. I don't know what you're talking about. I forget where you're at, Travis. Where are you located? If you're still here, how many have had multiple awakenings? Yes, missed that, Clark. Yes, many. I mean, I've had levels of awakenings just over the last 6 months, and and it's like every with the full moon too. It's like every full moon. First, there's so many things, but first the full moons, I'm noticing like all the things that are coming up to be cleared, and how it's like spirits showing me the things that maybe I was attached to, or maybe reacting to a certain way that wasn't in alignment with my true self, I believe. But also on these full moons, I just sent out an email to people that are subscribed to my website. So I'm gonna get back onto doing that now that I'm kind of semi situated. I'm kind of getting settled. Not really, but I'm working on it. But I was at a place where I can kind of work on some stuff and try to get my life together. I've been moving around so much. But, when you with these full moons too, and especially like if you're at a good place, if like with me with the channel, like I'm happy, I'm doing videos about love and happiness, and I genuinely enjoy my life. And it seems like it cycles with the full moon too, is when people start attacking me, when like family members start reaching out and wanting to tell me their opinions about things. And it's like it always happens when you're at your highest. So like when you're happiest, it's like here's everybody that doesn't like you telling you how much they don't like you. You know what I mean? Or how they don't agree with what you do, or that you should do this. And they're projecting their level of consciousness on, they're projecting their reality onto you. And it's like, I don't ascribe to that fear reality any longer. So, I mean, you can say it and vomit your verbiage all over me, but it doesn't affect me like that. It's that's where you're at, and I am going to honor your process and honor your free will, but I don't have to agree with it. And just because you say that things should be this way and you think it should be that way doesn't mean that anyone else agrees with you. You know what I mean? And it's not about agreeing, it's about honoring yourself. My awakening has kicked into gear October 2012 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I didn't realize that's what it was, and it was happening in waves. Wow, Jennifer. I remember Jennifer reached out to me on Instagram, I think it was several months ago, about starting a YouTube channel. I remember that. You're doing a great job. Thanks, Travis, if you're talking to me. Absolutely have upgraded every full moon for the past 6 months since I woke. Also, the July eclipse set in motion a lot of things for me. And you know what? August, the Lionsgate, that was like a major advancement of my consciousness. Like that really took on to a whole new level, man. That like it's time to step the game up, you know? We're like onions, all these layers. Indeed. All right, Bravery. Thanks for joining us here, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Love you, brother. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. And I've been 55 minutes almost. That's crazy. Doesn't feel like it at all. I can just keep talking and 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 talking. Wow, this has been great, guys. I'm so happy with y'all. You know what? I got all these cards here. Why don't we pull a card and forget about all the toxic shit going on in our lives? Distractions are good sometimes. I was telling you about that show we've been watching called The Runaways, and that's been like binge watching it, and it's a welcome distraction. I don't often like distractions because I'm like really focused on my spiritual advancement in my life and what the hell am I gonna do, what I'm doing with my life, and how am I helping people? How can I help more people? How can I serve? And I generally don't like the, distractions from that, but every now and then it is a very good thing to have distractions. So I got several decks of cards here, and I'm gonna pick one of them. I don't know which one. Oh, this is the one right here. What is it? Angel Therapy cards, Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. We're gonna pick one. Adore your tapestry, Alan. Thank you, Nikki. It's Jessica's. Thank you, Jessica, for allowing me to use your beautiful tapestry. Take time to enjoy things. Indeed. Oh, Clark's out of here too. Love you, brother. All right, meow. I'm gonna pull a card right meow. Well, I'm not gonna pull a spirit's gonna pull. What do we need to know? What's the message for these beautiful ladies and gentlemen in my chat room right meow? Let's see what spirit wants. Did you ask a question, Jennifer? I don't. Oh, whoa, hey, here we go. Wow. So I got 3 cards here. I don't know if you can see that. Fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. That's a message for me and somebody here, somebody watching this at any time. It doesn't have to be right now, but mostly right now. In your now moment, whenever you're watching this, is your now moment. You have a strong bond with the fairies. I've I've recently been, I guess, initiated into the elemental realms and am absolutely fascinated with it. Like, there's a whole fantastical world all around us, and it's so beautiful. I catch glimpses of it, but I have a friend that sees it all the time, and she interacts with these multidimensional beings. And with me in the etheric realm, she if I have something I need help with, I ask her, and we meditate, and she visits me in the etheric realms. And she has her multi-dimensional guides, as do I, but I don't perceive of them as she does. I get messages from spirit, I get intuitions and impulses that I know are communications from spirit, but she like literally has conversations with them, which is that's awesome. I want to get there. But apparently, several months ago, when I asked for people to send me pictures of like the orbs because I kept catching orbs in my videos. So I was like curious and I asked people to send me pictures of the orbs that they've caught in pictures and videos. And I got tons of pictures. It was wild. But that was like, that was the catalyst that allowed me into, like, they told her to teach me about the elemental and the other realms and dimensions. So I've been on like a crash training course for that for several months too. Not so much lately. She's not feeling too well. And Kat, I hope you get better soon if you're seeing this. So you have a strong bond with the fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. It's like a picture of a fairy. It's like a picture of an angel with a fairy on her arm. That's wild. Butterflies. There's a lot of good energy, a lot of nature energy in this card. So you're connected with fairies, man. You're connected with the elementals. My elemental guide's name is Ivory, in case you were wondering. In case you were curious. So excuse me. These cards all go with everything that we've been talking about tonight, and it's so powerful that like can you see that? I can't see. Release, release, purge, clear, drop what no longer serves you. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you and your purpose. I can't make this shit up. That's awesome. Like I don't need the cards, but the cards are like a confirmation for the messages I already have, you know. Have you asked your angels to help with this? Whatever you're dealing with, have you asked your angels to help with this? That's kind of like what I said when you break down and you ask for intervention. That's asking for your guidance. It's asking your angels to help you out with whatever you need help with. You know, for your ascension journey, for your awakening. Like she's like holding a little ball of light by her throat. I see that as like a throat chakra activation. Have you asked your angels to help with the release these things that are keeping you from speaking your truth? Ooh. Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. I cannot make this up. This is everything I've been talking about. That's freaking wild. You see that? Fairies, release. And have you asked your angels for help with this? Every single one of these cards is a being with wings on it. Angels, fairies, birds, the bird tribe. I feel really connected with the bird tribe. Matter of fact, my elemental guide came to me in a meditation and a vision as a like a bird, as like a phoenix, but it was just like a portrait of a massive bird. It was so cool. Shamanic energies. Yeah, indeed. Us humans only perceive 0.0035% of the visible light spectrum. We are literally blind. Indeed. And I think we have to be, or else we'd be freaked the out because people can't handle that. You know, seeing pictures of the elementals scared the shit out of me at first. It's some creepy stuff, but that's just because of how we've been conditioned and programmed to see ghosts and goblins and monsters. Oh my, you know, it's like it's only because of that do we see that. I've never once felt an ill energy around any elemental beings, and I've been around a lot of them. I can feel it. I feel the energy. I just don't see them physically. I see a lot of movement out of the corner of my eye. I see that all the time. Like I'll go outside and there's like a bush, but it's like I see a being there. In Sedona, it happened to me a couple times too. When I was walking the trails, there was like just being just standing there, and then he wasn't there. So maybe I am starting to perceive of it. Felt movement in my sacral chakra for the first time recently. It felt great. Just saying, sharing. Thanks for sharing, Travis. Yes, we are all clearing and integrating in our chakras. Hard as it is, we have to ask. Indeed. Oh my God, there's a reason I'm on here tonight. There's a reason we're all here tonight, Jennifer. And absolutely, there's a reason you're here. And that's it. Good. Glad that we hit the nail on the head there. whatever it may have been. Keyword permission to assist. If you don't ask, you won't get. Indeed. Angel Academy is Gaia. Indeed. This is the Angel and Ascended Master Training School. Jennifer said she held a selenite crystal or orb over her throat last night. There it is, right there. How wild is that? I mean, it's so wild to me that I don't know if I mentioned anything about the elementals prior to this, but there it is. So that was the addition. And then release and ask your angels for help. Literally, we've been talking about tonight. This blows my mind. Wow, man. I'm so happy you guys are here. This was a great live stream. It was my first live stream and it was absolutely fascinating. I really enjoyed it. I can't believe I've been talking for over an hour. Thank you guys for being here, for participating in the chat room, for keeping it in with integrity. You know, you guys are all acting in everyone's highest good. No shenanigans here. I like it. Asking it is given. Esther and Jerry Hicks. Yes, I have a. No, I put it away. Never mind. I say I have the cards from that Esther Hicks and Abraham created. They're great cards, great messages. I love Abraham Hicks. I love Cryon, Bashar. I love channel messages because the information you get from them, that when it resonates with you, it's just beautiful. Bless you all. Take care, all. Sweet dreams and guidance. Same to you, Kimberly. Much love to all of you guys that have been in here tonight. I think we had 20 people at one point, and a lot of people participating in the chat room. Love you guys so much. Jennifer, Kimberly, Jody, Matt, Travis, and I think a lot of Jessica. Thank you all for being here. Nikki is good. I'm glad you dropped by. I'm glad you're part of the Soul Tribe now. Anyone else? I can't think of the names. I'm scrolling through. Bravery's gone. Clark's gone. All right. That's good stuff, man. I love you guys. Until next time, be the change that you want to see in this world. I'm going to start working on going live as much as possible. I need 1,000 subscribers so I can start going live on my phone. So let's share the videos. Hit the like button on your way out. You know, show some love, and let's get 1,000 subscribers so I can go live anywhere I want. All right, guys, be the change that you want to see in this world. I love each and every one of you. Okay, bye bye.